I've been asked to review the Xtools F1 portable laser, and I want to be completely open and honest. They have sent this to me for free, but they have also said I can review it as much as I like. And now the first thing I'm going to be doing is a batch loading of the coasters. Now I must admit, I found this really easy to set up, the batch tray and everything, but I found it really quite challenging to arrange the tiles that I've got here evenly so that the engraving works evenly. I think I've got it, but if not, we will see in a minute. So all you have to do to start it is push start on your computer and push start there. I've also got the Xtools filter, which makes it ideal for taking to craft shows and things like that, because absolutely no smell whatsoever when you're cutting wood or anything comes from it. It really is a superb filter. So as you can see, this is engraving this really well at the moment. Let me zoom in a little bit more, and it's doing it very, very fast. So you could put people's names on things, you could personalize them. I'm making these coasters for my son because him and his girlfriend have just bought their first house and they're moving in soon. So I'm making these for them. But it works really, really quickly. And look how lovely and neat that is. But what I'm concerned about is that it isn't going to align these, because I don't know if I've worked it out properly. So we'll leave this to run and then we'll come back towards the end. Well, it is looking like I have got it lined up properly, so it wasn't as difficult as I thought. Maybe it was me just making it look more difficult. The program that comes with it that you use with this, you can use Lightburn as well if you want to, but their own program that comes with this is actually built and designed for technophobes or idiots like me to use, and I just jumped straight into it and used it. So it's not a difficult program at all, and it is free to use, and it's got lots of different materials, because you can use one of the turning things to do mugs and stainless steel cups and engrave on those. So that would be great at craft fairs. And you can also engrave on small areas as well, which I'll show you in a minute. But not only does it engrave, it scores and it also cuts as well, and it cuts really well. The other thing is this filter actually works automatically. So as soon as you turn it on, this will come on, as long as it's plugged in, of course, and the hose is connected to go straight outside. You can also connect another hose to this and have that going outside, but I haven't found that necessary. Or if you've got an outside area and you've got a way of getting it out, you don't need to buy this, because you can extinguish it, any smoke or anything, straight out. But even when you're using it on wood, I can't smell it in my studio at all from using this. It's a brilliant little filter. So this is the program that I used, and it really is simple to use. It's called Xtools Creative Space, and it's got everything that you need to be able to decide which material you want to use, decide the cut or the score or the engrave, and all you do is pop it in. It does everything else for you, and you just frame it, and then if it's in the right position, hit start, push your little button here, and then you're ready to go. They've come out really, really good, and they are all nice and even. Now, the fourth one, I messed up. Now, that wasn't the machine's fault. As this tray was moving forward, I didn't realise I had something blocking it here, and as a result, it just stayed into the place. It couldn't move, so it messed up this one. But that isn't the machine's fault. That's mine, for not leaving enough space for this to move backwards and forwards. So that's a lesson learned. Make sure you've got enough space. So I'm going to remove this now and show you what else it can do. You can also cut something larger on here as well. So if you want to cut something that length or score something that length, you don't have to do individual items. You can also engrave on resin as well, as long as it's not clear. If it's clear, then you have to put a black coating on it and then wash that off. So I've got a piece in here that I'm just writing my name on. So if you want to personalize resin things or any pendants and things like that, then you can do it. Can you see now it's got Steve written on it, and that's permanent. That's never going to go anywhere. So you can personalize pendants and necklaces or anything like that, or put a little love heart or whatever you want on it. So it's really, really useful. Now what I'm going to do is this aluminium pen, and I'm going to do something similar to it. And all I have to do is change the actual material, because at the moment it's on acrylic, which is what I use for resin. So I'm happy with that framing. I'm just going to pop that down as well, because that protects you from any of the laser light. But I also wear glasses as well, because I like to be extra safe. Everything's set up, and this is in real time. Look how quick was that. That took less than 8 seconds. And now it clearly says Steve's pen on it. And obviously that is permanent in there as well. So now I'm going to show you how to do a piece that you actually cut. You put this in, it comes with it. Then you put your piece in there like that. You adjust your lining so to make sure it's got the right height for you. Now I'm going to frame this, not in the right place. So I'm going to move that down a little bit to get that into the right place. There we go. I can bring that down, and then all I have to do is push start. It prompts me to push the on button, and then it should cut it. The shape of the angel there on the piece of wood, and you've got the little angel there. But if you wanted to, you could actually put someone's name on it as well. So you could have these already cut out, and then you could put a name on it at a craft fair or something like that to personalize them. So I've got that framed. Now I'm going to score it on there. Look how quickly it does it. So from pressing the button to start. Okay, so that was about 1.5 seconds. And this will keep running for a few seconds to make sure it sucks up all the stuff that's in there. And then you've got Steve scored on there as well. You could easily personalize these. This is also a blue and a red light laser. So you can, as I said, you can do metal on it as well. For instance, Steve's pen. You can do metal cards on there. And this is what it looks like when you do an engraving on wood as well. So I've framed all that. I've got it layered up and done. So I'm just going to push start. Look how quick that moves as well. And I haven't speeded this up at all. So that took 59 seconds. And it's engraved on there, a leopard with my name. And with a score, an engraving, or a cut, you can also set it to do more than one pass if you want it to be darker. And you can change the darkness and all those other bits and pieces to it as well. Like I said, it is very, very simple to use. I'm going to use this quite a lot in my resin work. What I'm going to be doing is ensuring that I cut things out that I can fill with resin, that I can sell, engraving on my resin, and all those different things that can actually personalize stuff. And I will definitely be taking this to a craft fair near me so that I can ensure that I can personalize anything, give added value, and also charge that little bit extra as well, because that way you can make much better money as you're offering a much better service. So again, that only took about a minute, less than a minute to do. I love the score. I think it comes out beautiful. Look at that. And that was with 2 passes. I think it's come out absolutely amazing. I will definitely be making people Christmas presents with this as well. I will leave the information for it in the description below. Now, there are a lot of videos out on YouTube that go into the depths of things on all the technical specifications and all that sort of stuff. I've not done that because, to be honest, that doesn't really interest me. I just want to be able to plug it in and play and do what it needs to be done. And this is really simple. There are a couple of things I'm not too keen on. One is I would like this bed to have been a little bit larger, possibly about another 2 centimeters or an inch squarer. That would have been really, really useful. And I would like clearer instructions on how to set up the sliding bed. Not how to attach it to this, that was really easy to do, but how to set it up in the computer so that you make sure that you cut in the right places. I mean, the mistake on that one coaster was my fault completely. I really enjoy the fact that you can engrave on resin. That is important. That will make a big difference to me, as well as everything else. Boot that like button if you've enjoyed this video and found it to be useful. If you want to learn more and see me make more stuff with the Xtools F1, then let me know in the comments and I'll make another video in a couple of weeks' time after I've had more time to play around with it. I think it's a great piece of kit, and if you can afford it, I would definitely go for it. Take care, enjoy your crafting, bye.